Konasana. So bringing your feet together, your heels and your toes, and just kind of hover onto your sit bones. Sit nice and tall. And just kind of come forward a little bit. And just deepen the stretch here. And inhale as you come up, look up at the sky, holding your feet together here. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale it out. Drawing yourself all the way down to your heels. Now take your hands and place them behind your back. Open up your head, draw your shoulders down and away. Drop your head all the way back. Keep your fingers on the mat. Take a nice deep inhale. And release. Bring your chin to your chest. And then go ahead and stick your sternum out and then draw your head all the way back. Inhale, curve your spine in, tummy tucks, chin to chest, and then exhale, release. One more time, chin to chest, and then exhale, release. Keep your feet in Supta Konasana here. And go ahead and, if you need to take off your morning clothes, we're just getting warmed up. So keep your feet together here. And then go ahead and take a nice twist to the left, pushing away with your hand onto your leg, all the way to the left, looking over your shoulder. If you move your hand a little further away, that'll give you a little more deepening. Starting your morning, and then off to the right as you exhale that out. Go ahead and draw your hands as you inhale. Keep your feet in Supta Konasana here, and go ahead and lower yourself all the way back down. Drawing your hands behind you. And exhale, release. Go ahead and lift up your hips here. Your pelvis. Press with your palms and see if you can lift your pelvis with your feet in Supta Konasana, and then draw them together as you inhale. Exhale. You can come all the way down to the ground if you want. Inhale as you come up. Exhale. Inhale. Lift your hips a little higher. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Lift your hips, draw your tummy, tuck your tailbone. And then exhale. One more time. Inhale. See if you can get your shoulder blades a little closer together as you squeeze, and then exhale, release. Inhale. And then go ahead and stay with your feet in this position of a modified bridge. Draw your feet a little closer and see if you can touch your heels here and lift up your sacrum and your pelvis. And go ahead and slowly lower that back down. Drawing your right leg out and your left, give it a nice hug. And then go ahead and do the right. Give it a nice little squeeze. Exhale. Inhale. Push it out. Exhale. Inhale as you draw your leg forward. And exhale. Go ahead and send your legs all the way up into a boat pose as you inhale. Keep your feet flexed, pointing. Come all the way up on your sit bones. Just take some tiny little pulses here. Go ahead and see if you can grab a hold of your legs. Take a nice deep inhale and see if you can draw them a little closer to your body. And if you can, go ahead and grab your feet here, the sides. Nice deep breath in, and then come back into your high boat. Go ahead and release that as you exhale. Nice deep stretch in your ribs. Let them expand. Inhale, drawing your hands up over your head. And then slowly draw your feet back into your bridge. Go ahead and see if you can interlace your hands. Come from the left. And then go all the way to the right. And then come back to center. Go ahead and draw your hands behind the back of your head and take a nice little oblique twist. And then send your right foot all the way out. Exhale. Left side. Inhale. Push it out and extend your right foot. Opposite side. Squeeze your legs together. Tuck your tummy. One more time on each side. Send your elbow away from your body. Keep your foot extended. Go ahead and release that. Come back into your high boat. Send your legs up towards you. And go ahead and draw your right leg down as you hug it. And then draw your left leg. And go ahead and come into a happy baby. Or you could just rock from side to side. And go ahead and lower yourself all the way back down. And then roll up onto your side. Coming up into a sphinx pose. Put your hands, place them on the sides of your mat here. Keep your feet together. You're just going to slowly lift up your chest and exhale, release. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, fold down. Go ahead and send yourself into a nice wider stance with your legs together. So you're coming into a child's pose. Tuck your toes here. And I found this one really great earlier to do. Drawing your elbows all the way down. Keep your fingers nice and wide. And just come all the way to the back of your heel. Go ahead and send yourself all the way forward, just tiny movements, and then all the way back, shifting your weight. Inhale as you come up. And then go ahead and see if you can come up for a cat-cow. So keep your tummy tucked towards you. Draw your chin, exhale, release. Send your heart open and away. Draw your shoulders away from your ears as you stick your tailbone out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And go ahead and take a nice little motion. Nice circles for the morning as you're waking up the body. And go ahead and send yourself into a nice upward facing dog. Keep your fingers nice and wide. You can keep your thighs on the mat if you want or not. And go ahead and draw yourself into your first downward facing dog. Exhale. On your next elephant it out. Breathe for a count of 4 here if you can. Go ahead and lower your hips all the way down on the ground and then draw them back up as you inhale. Go ahead and come back down. Inhale and then exhale, release it back out. Draw your head between your feet and look behind you. Keep your hands and feet in width distance. Let your head fall back and be heavy. And come up onto the fingertips. Take a nice deep inhale. And then go ahead and walk yourself into a nice lunge. Place your foot between your hands here. Come into a high lunge. Drop your knee all the way down. And then just take a nice deep stretch here. So half splits. Draw your head up if you can. And go ahead and see if you can come forward with your high lunge. Come into a triangle. Or pyramid, sorry, my apologies. Pyramid and then back to your lunge. So we're just getting a little movement going on here. As you inhale, go ahead and exhale, come back to pyramid. Feel the deepening of the stretch here. Go ahead and come back into your high lunge. See if you can take your right hand and look at the palm. Rotate your belly, your chest, your neck, and your head. Keep your left palm nicely placed and come up spin your left leg and come into a one-armed airplane. Keep your leg nice and high. And go ahead and release that. Good job, everybody, for good morning, America. Inhale. Look up at the sky. Back to your pyramid. Send your right foot all the way back. As you inhale, go ahead and step yourself back into your chaturanga, nice and slow. Untuck your toes. If you want to keep your thighs on the mat, you can. Or your knees. And go ahead and send yourself back into a nice downward facing dog. Exhale. Square your hips, relax your shoulders, soften your elbows. Take a nice deep breath in and let's go ahead and send our heels off the mat and then push our weight all the way back. This is really great if you can't reach the back of the mat to continue to do this. Pull your weight forward, exhale, draw your heels all the way to the back of the mat. Go ahead and extend your left foot all the way up to the sky as you inhale. Take a nice deep breath in and then go ahead and draw your left foot for the opposite side. So high lunge here. And then drop your knee all the way down, coming into a nice split, half split. Draw your head to your knee. Keep your foot extended towards you. Just breathe into this. Inhale as you come up. Draw your left leg up, high lunge, pyramid. Send your head all the way down. Inhale, high lunge. And if you want to drop your knee, you can. To modify for your side angle twist, you can. So go ahead and rotate your left and your right side. Your left side, whatever you're on. My camera view is not the best. Go ahead and exhale, release back, come all the way back down. Draw your knee back down and let's go for another split here. Half split. Inhale as you come up, look straight ahead. Open up your chest. And go ahead and see if you can come into your forward fold. Exhale on your next breath, half forward fold. And then slowly go ahead and see if you can come in, draw your left leg all the way up. And take your left hand. I may need to move back just a little into your airplane. If you want to come all the way up off into your airplane, you can. Right? And do it that way. So we're doing one-armed airplane, but if you want to come up into your airplane, you can choose to do that and take your left leg and come into airplane this way. Go ahead and exhale. Sometimes we fall down, we have to get back up again, and that's how we gain strength. So go ahead and stay in your forward fold. Exhale, half forward fold. Coming into a nice seated chair. A nice seated chair position. Draw your elbows away and then come back up. Inhale. Take a nice deep breath in. My angle of my video view is not the best. Go ahead and send yourself into a nice arch. Exhale. Fall forward over your hips. Swan dive. Half forward fold. We're going to come back. Inhale. We're going to come into a goddess pose here. So come up into a nice star. And go ahead and sink yourself and create a little lotus flower. Sink into your seat, your chair. Inhale as you come up. Look up at the sky with your flower. And then exhale. Inhale, little pulses. Feel your flower getting bigger and growing. And then go ahead and wrap your arms into an eagle pose here. So you could choose to come into your eagle pose. You're going to wrap your right leg. And if you can, spin it behind you. If you can get it around your leg, that's great. If you can't, and you can just touch the floor, or you can take it and put it on your leg. So whatever works for you. So if your balance feels a little off in the morning, this is a great grounding. So grounding. And then go ahead and exhale, release that. Inhale, look up at the sky. Exhale, fall forward. Forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Draw your hands on the mat. Take your right foot all the way back. Draw your left foot there. High lunge. Send your left foot all the way back. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a breath of 4. Maybe you feel a little tired. Still waking up the body. Take your right foot and go ahead on your breath here. as you come up into your high lunge, opposite side. Look up at the sky. Go ahead and send your left foot. If you want to come back into your airplane and try that again. You can just keep your left foot. If you can take your left foot all the way out, you can. Find a little balance for the morning. See if you can extend your foot and point it. Good job, my friends. Go ahead and release that. Exhale, coming back into your chair. Take a nice deep inhale. Go ahead and rotate your body all the way to the left in chair. Your elbow is pushing with your knees. Look over your elbow. Keep your elbow away from your body. Inhale, come up. Take a nice deep breath in. Curve your spine. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale your half back. And go ahead and come back into chair, opposite side. Pushing with your left elbow, send your right up and away. Make a nice twist here. Twisting all the juices out, all the negative energy. Sink a little deeper. And then go ahead and exhale. As you inhale, come up to rise. Nice curve in your back. Take a nice deep breath in. Draw your hands behind your back here. It's getting a little hot. I have the heat on, so that's fine. Okay. So draw your hands behind your back. And go ahead and take a nice forward fold here. And go ahead and drop your knees. And exhale, release. We're going to draw our right leg into a high lunge. Draw your left knee all the way down and come into a nice bind. So you're going to take your right hand and swivel it all the way around. Yeah. So you can come this direction and have a nice bind here. Or you can do it the opposite direction where you're taking your right hand, going all the way around and doing it that direction. So, whatever works for you. I personally do it this direction. Draw your head all the way down. If you want to lift your left leg up, you can. Go ahead and release that. Or you could take your find out what works for you. This is your practice. Go ahead and lift your left leg up. Look forward. On your next inhale, draw your right foot all the way back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Untuck your toes here. And downward facing dog. Exhale. You need to adjust yourself, go for it. Take a break. Go ahead and see if you can come into a high plank here. Just hold this for a minute. Maybe draw your belly a little in more of a straight pen. Go ahead and come and draw your left leg and draw your knee all the way back down, coming into a nice bind here. So however you want to do it, if you want to bind from the side, as long as your leg, your hand, one arm is in your bind, that's great. But normally, you're going to take your left hand, swivel it around, and then just go do it like whatever is working for you. As long as your arm is in between your ankle. And then feel free to lift your right leg up. You can have your hand go this direction as well. And exhale, slowly release that. Draw your left foot all the way back, come up onto your knees. Send your weight all the way back. Keep your toes tucked. Exhale, release. Send your elbows down on the mat here. Keep your hands holding together. Let your tummy melt to the mat, your heart. And then go ahead and move your body. Shift your weight just a little forward. Send your hips open. So you're sending your hips all the way down to the mat. And then inhale as you come up. Coming back into your child's pose, nice and slow. Exhale. Inhale as you come forward. Shift your weight. And go ahead and see if you can draw your heels together here. Like you're in Supakhanasana in the air. Keep your weight forward. Just notice what this feels like. And draw your hips all the way down on the mat. If you can, keep your feet together here, nice and wide. And then place your hands by the sides of your mat. Go ahead and see if you can lift yourself all the way up as you inhale. Draw your head all the way back. And then back into your child's pose, nice and slow. Exhale. Lower yourself all the way back down. And then go ahead and see if you can take your left leg, and then draw your right leg out. Open up your arms as it reaches towards the sky. Keep your knee back here. And draw it in front of you. And then swivel your left leg and then come up into your side all the way like a peaceful warrior to one right side. And go ahead and send your left hand all the way and take your right arm all the way to the as if you're reaching for that candy bar. And go ahead and swivel your body back. Keep your toe tucked. Come back into your downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a nice deep inhale. Realign yourself. Go ahead and send your right leg up in your high lunge. Drop your left leg all the way down here. Take a nice deep inhale. And go ahead and lift your left arm all the way up. And then swivel yourself all the way back to the opposite side. You can hold the back of your leg. And then come forward. Inhale. So whatever works for you, go ahead and send your left arm all the way to the mat. Take a nice stretch to the right. Go ahead and drop your right knee down. And then come back into a nice T-square here. Square your hips. And then come to one right side. And then exhale. Inhale to the left. Nice and slow. Go ahead and send your left leg all the way up. As you inhale, draw your left hand. If you need to bend your knee or modify, go for it. You can see me, I do it too. And go ahead and send yourself all the way as you inhale your arms up. And then go draw your sit bones all the way down, coming into a half. You can sit on your heels. Keep your feet flexed towards you. And inhale as you come up, come to the right side. Come off your sit bones. And then release. Exhale as you draw yourself all the way back down. Inhale. So your heel is coming down to your sit bones. And go ahead and release that. Send yourself back into a nice downward facing dog. Exhale. Let your shoulders come away from your ears. It's so much easier to do it without so much clothing on, so I can see why Yoga Girl does so well. Go ahead and send your right leg, drop your knee all the way down, and then come back into your opposite side. Exhale, fall forward, keep your foot nice and flexed. And send yourself all the way up as you inhale, opposite side. Exhale. Send your arm up to the sky and look at it here. Wiggle your fingers. Keep your foot nice and flexed. And exhale as you fall forward. Sit on your sit bones. Come back down into your nice stretch here. You may feel it if you're a runner like me, because I run a lot, but I also teach the yoga classes at the gym, and then I work at the preschool, so I try to put more videos out. Go ahead as you inhale, take a nice deep breath in, interlace your hands here, and go ahead and see if you can draw your right leg towards you. And then coming into a nice hero pose, sitting back down, look up at the sky as you inhale. And then come into cactus, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and go ahead and interlace your hands. Interlace your hands here, draw them behind your back, arch, open up that sternum. Let your arms come behind you, and then go ahead and draw yourself forward, child's pose. See if you can get your arms over your, and reach. If you need to interlace them a certain direction, feel free. See if you can draw your head to the crown of your head. And widen your hips as you're on the crown of your head. Go ahead and inhale as you come up. Take a nice deep inhale. Keep your toes tucked and draw yourself all the way back. Drawing your left hand for one-handed camel. And then opposite side as you exhale. Inhale. Come into a nice T-square and lower yourself all the way back down. Nice wide-legged child's pose. Exhale. Just take a moment here and reflect on how your day would like to look. Maybe you work too much the other jobs, or you're just now starting a new chapter in your life. Maybe this is a great morning pose you can do every morning, or a couple of the poses that you liked. So just slowly move your body and shift your weight as you come forward. And then slowly come up to start your day. Take a nice deep inhale as you come up off your seat, sit off your heels, and then lower yourself all the way back down. Give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe you feel a little different and love and light to you. And I hope your day goes wonderful. So thank you so much for watching. I'll try to post more out when I get time. I appreciate whoever watches. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day.